Hi everyone and welcome to another tutorial. So today I'm showing you a look with faux freckles, golden skin and a red lip. So to start the look I just took a tiny bit of Pears soap with a eyebrow spoolie, wet it with a tiny bit of MAC Fix Plus and spike up your brows. I then went in with a tiny bit of dip down underneath my brow and towards the outer edge. Taking MAC Studio Finish Concealer, I'm carving out the brow now onto my brow bone and just buffing it down onto my lid space. Now to prep my eyelids, I'm taking MAC Laying Low Paint Pot and just applying a really thin layer of this with a brush. Now it's time for eyes, and because I wanted this look to be more about the freckles and the bright lip, I'm going with a very natural shade. This one is Cork by MAC. I like to apply this with a fluffy brush right into the crease and almost up to the brow bone. For eyeshadow pigments, I'm taking this one by MAC again. This one is classed as rose gold, but it is more of a bronzy colour. I'm using a tiny bit of Fix Plus and a flat brush and just popping this straight into the centre of my lid. I like to really build up the pigment so it gives it a little bit more of a metallic finish. For eyeliner, I'm using this one by Collection 2000. This is in the shade Dark Brown. And then for this look, I really didn't want to do a wing, but I've done a tiny weeny one, and that is pretty much as close to no wing as I'm going to get. For lashes, I'm using these, which are Poundlash style BITC. Once that's all on and my eyes are done, I'm taking a little bit of primer now. This one is actually a Bare Minerals one. This is mattifying gel, so it's great for a long-lasting application. I'm just taking a tiny bit of concealer, and then I'm popping on NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Barcelona. I'm not going to lie, the colouring of this foundation looks a little bit crazy right now, but because I do fake tan, it will all come together when I do the concealer and the bronzer. So going in now with my favourite trusty NARS concealer in the shade Custard, I'm taking this underneath my eyes just to give them a little bit more of a lift. I find that this neutralises the colour of my foundation as well. Then it's time to blend in all of that concealer, make sure it's nice and even, and then taking my NARS foundation stick in the shade New Orleans, I'm just using this to contour. Once that's all blended in, I'm going in with the powder. This one is MAC Transparent Pressed Powder. This is great if you don't want your skin to look too heavy and you just want to mattify all of the shinier areas. So I'm using this on my T-zone and where I want to last about the day. To highlight my skin, I'm taking this one by NARS in the shade Ibiza. For blusher, I'm using this one by Tom Ford in the shade Savage. This is quite a dark blusher, so you only need a tiny weeny bit of it, and I'm just popping this onto the apples of my cheeks and a little bit on the tip of my nose. It just gives you a really nice, fresh colour to your cheeks. And the aim of this look for me was to be a really golden, bronzy, red lip and freckled skin. So I'm taking the eyeliner I used previously on my eyes, which was the Collection 2000 Dark Brown Liner. Because it's a liquid, once you dab it, it's still wet. Just use your finger, tap it onto the skin. This will transfer more freckles onto your skin, making them look a little bit more not symmetrical. It gives it a really, really natural effect. And a great tip for when doing this is if you've applied too many, if they're a little bit dark for you, or if you just want to soften them, go in with your previous foundation brush or concealer brush, lightly buff on top of them, and it just gives them a really softened effect. Now taking my Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home mascara, I'm just applying my lower lashes. So to complete the look, I'm going in with MAC Cherry Lip Liner. This one's lovely, it glides on like a dream. I like to define my Cupid's bow and extend it slightly just to balance out my lip shape. For lipstick, I'm using MAC Barbecue, which is the perfect summery shade. It's a really nice orangey red. And this is my completed look, so I hope you've all enjoyed watching this video today. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.